Pride of Higara. This is Captain Soban of the fleet, Farron Shah. Looks like you could use a hand. Attention all Sobani, pick your targets and engage.
Hello everyone, this is Captain Soban. Welcome aboard the Starship in Normal Prize for another episode of Homeworld Complex EVO campaign. We're playing mission number 2. And before we start, I kind of want to tell you guys a couple things. One, that cold that I had a few days ago, it turned out to turn into a sinus infection. I think it turned into the flu, which then the flu went away, and then it turned into a sinus infection. So I might sound a little bit different when in this episode because of that. That's why my sinuses are driving me crazy. I might also like cough and sneeze a couple times too. So I have taken some sinus medicine to help out. And we found out that I'm only using like a quarter dose of what I'm supposed to, because I was taking like 1 pill every 8 hours. I'm supposed to be taking 2 pills every 4 hours. Oh well. So hopefully I'll be able to knock this out in the next couple days. But yeah, I've been dealing with this since the last time I recorded the episode, because another reason why I haven't had a whole lot of episodes out is, one, it's the holidays, so I've been hanging out with my family and whatnot, and I didn't really want to record and upload during Christmas because I believe that's the time that you should be with your family. And shut up, phone! I know it's time to record videos, that's what I'm doing. And yeah, so that's why there hasn't been a video up on the channel in the past couple days. Anyways, I'm back. I'm ready to record. Again, I apologize about my voice if it sounds weirder than normal. Hopefully I'll be able to get through this in the next couple days. But I am on medicine and it is getting better. So yeah, that's all good. But anyways, we have our entire fleet here. And I remember from when I was doing my, FX Galaxy recording, I turned the voices down because the harvesters like to tell them, hey, we need to do something whenever I'm trying to explain ships, so I usually mute it when I do that series. But anyways, I believe we are done harvesting, aren't we? We have a little bit left here, so we need to explore this over here, and then we need to explore this area over here. So I guess for the meantime, we will go ahead and put our entire fleet into a group. Let's see. Frigates ahead, please. Put everyone in that kind of a group. And then we will go ahead and start moving them here.
Strike group coordinates locked in.
And we will go ahead and explore that nebula. And the rest of our resources, we are going to be upgrading our power core so that our capital ships that have ion cannons on them can have them on all the time. Same with our carrier. So that's pretty much where the bulk of our resources are going to go. And then we might build more frigates and fighters and whatnot from the carrier. But right now I'm going to focus on improving our power core. Anyways, yeah, I think that's going to be the plan, so I will cut back to when anything interesting starts happening. So it looks like there was another asteroid here that had some resources on it, so I'm going to move the carrier closer. I launched another harvester so we can take care of those asteroids, and yeah, so far that's the only thing we're going to do. And yeah, if anything else happens, I will let you guys know. But pretty soon we'll have this area harvested, and then we'll move these guys into here if there's resources available there. We're going to use our main fleet to scout that area. And then, yeah, and just continue exploring the map until something happens. Alrighty, we are now upgrading the power core. Let's see what kind of difference this will make. Alright, so it did drop it down by 0.1. Let's see. Yeah, the destroyers are still really high. There is a possibility I may just have to make all of these destroyers the same, instead of having one destroyer focusing on capital ships and another destroyer focusing on frigate ships. Actually, hang on. I just had an idea.
Ready.
I also noticed that when I put the ion cannon turrets on the carrier, it drastically reduced the speed of the carrier. So that's interesting to know. So I'm going to fix that here in a moment so it doesn't take us so long to do our stuff. But let's go ahead And let's see, let's go ahead and rearm the bottom, and let's make this a mine turret instead of an ion turret.
Assembly underway.
That should help with the power draw.
Moving to intercept.
And let's do the same thing for the top. Interesting. Let's see. I think this should be number 1.
Roger. Attack withdrawn. Construction underway.
There we go.
Intercept course punched in.
There we go. That's a lot more manageable.
Acknowledged. Copy.
Let's see, the rocket ones are 134.
Confirmed.
The ion ones are 120. So yeah, the ones with the ion cannons are a lot slower than the other ones.
Reporting.
So we might have to change the carrier out to have a different loadout so it's not so slow.
Roger. Attack withdrawn.
Let's have the carrier focus on fighter and corvette defense. There we go. Now the carrier is now generating power. I got 2 pulsar turrets on the front, on the top, 2 rocket missile pods on the bottom. We probably should switch that out so we have 1 of each. So I believe you are number 3.
Boundary, this is floor. How far away?
Let's go ahead and make you pulsar,
Assembly underway.
and then we will make, or not pulsar, but yeah, pulsar. And then we have the 2 rockets here. So number 1, which I believe is this turret right here. Nope, that was the wrong one. Alrighty,
Underway.
you must be number 2. I wasn't paying attention to which one's which.
Back coordinates locked in. Offensive withdrawn.
There we go.
Underway. Still that contains.
So now we got the 2 pulsar turrets in the front and the 2 rocket turrets in the middle.
Attack clearance received. Reporting for duty.
And we need to continue improving our power plants so our destroyers can handle these with everything working. So destroyers are going to have a mine on the top, a mine on the bottom, and 2 ions in the back. Alright. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I will be back when I am finished. Alrighty, so now we have our mine turrets, our ion turrets, and all of our anti-capital ship destroyers. All the anti-fighter destroyers still have rockets because we're going to be going up against the Keepers. And the only thing we really have to worry about is the Keeper itself and the drones that it launches. And the only reason I put the pulsar turrets on the carrier is, I mean, I probably could have just made everything rockets. I think it looks cool. Having 2 pulsar turrets in the front to protect against corvettes, and then the rockets in the middle to protect against fighters. Worst comes to worst, I'll take them off and then we'll copy everything over. But now we still need to continue improving our power plants because our anti-capital ship destroyers still can't produce enough energy to keep themselves going at full power.
Roger.
So that is currently our plan. We're going to be building up RUs to do that type of stuff. And we are still making our way into this area. We are getting pretty close now, so hopefully we can find some resources. I believe we are harvesting all of the resources over here now. There's quite a bit that's actually available here,
Ready.
which I'm kind of surprised I didn't find on the first sweep. So we got 2, 3, 4, we got 5 harvesters all going at once right now to generate resources. And the Mothership is generating over 200 per population tick now, so that's actually starting to become a decent amount of income. $200 RUs, not population. My bad. Alrighty, we are getting close to entering this nebula, I believe. Let's see what the heck is going on. Ooh. Okay. This nebula is incredibly cold. So we're starting to take cold damage. Alright. Well, let's keep our fleet out so they don't take a crap ton of damage. And that might be something we have to explore with the mothership using the heat shield. Because I believe the heat shield also protects you from extreme cold.
Awaiting assignment.
Okay. Good to know.
Copy.
Good to know. So,
Reporting for duty.
in the meantime, let's go ahead and start moving the mothership in.
Mothership underway.
Oh yeah, and I got rid of the mothership's hyperdrive. Because I didn't know I was actually going to be able to move it again. Alright. But at least now we know what's going on there.
Standing by.
Because we can't build a heat shield on our carrier, I believe. I think we can only build it on the mothership. Yeah, that's one of the mothership special things. Alright. Cool.
Confirmed.
Wait a minute.
Awaiting orders.
Oh, we might have just entered a zone where it's gotten really, really cold. Okay.
Standing by.
Well, carrier, you have the things inside you to protect you from the cold, so you have faster repair time. So let's go ahead and explore with the carrier, and we'll keep our fleet out here, since they can't really heal themselves as well as the other guys.
Confirmed. Strike group coordinates locked in.
Okay. I don't know when the crossover happened because I was messing around with the destroyers. I was wondering why we were generating less heat than normal, but that was because the temperature dropped, so now we're taking damage from the extreme cold. Interesting.
Ready. Waiting orders.
I find it pretty interesting that the frigates aren't taking any damage from this. Just the destroyers. Oh well. Ooh, the temperature dropped even more. Okay. So it looks like as the closer we get to this, the colder the temperature is going to get. Interesting. Oop. Very interesting. If it drops too much more, we'll have to pull the carrier out. Because the carrier is not really equipped for this type of mission. Ooh, okay, I'm pulling the carrier back. The temperature just went up again. So now we're getting to the point where the carrier started to take damage from the cold. Alright, well, it looks like we may have to use the mothership to explore this area then. So we might see if we can get up here, but I feel like we're going to need the mothership's heat shield to get to that area. Alright, well, I guess that's the plan. We're going to continue upgrading our power plant. I might do some adjustments on the destroyers, because I don't think we're going to get away with our destroyers having nothing but ion cannons, because we only have a couple more power upgrades to go.
Reporting. Confirmed.
So we might have to make a combination of kinetic turrets and ion turrets. I'll probably keep the mine underneath, but we might switch this out for our kinetic turret, and then probably switch this out for our kinetic turret and just have an ion in the middle. It's not going to be as powerful as I want it, but we do need to make sure that they... Ooh, your energy is actually going up now. Okay. I mean, I did upgrade the power module a little bit, but it might just be because we're outside the irradiation, or outside the super cold area. And also they're not moving, they're not using their engines. Well, let's see how much power we can get back if we get rid of the mine turret in front
Attack withdrawn.
and replace it with just a basic kinetic turret,
Construction underway.
it should give us
Attack vector laid in.
a little bit more. Nope, it's the same. Alright. So we'll keep you as a mine.
Assembly underway.
And we'll just keep it like that. And just keep upgrading the power core. Okay, I've upgraded the power generation one more time, so now we have even more energy. I'm gonna go ahead and turn on our heat shield once we get enough RUs, and then hopefully we won't be able to get spotted. Would be nice. And then we'll use the mothership to go in here to explore the radiation. Or not radiation, but the nebula. And then we'll grab the fleet and then start heading up to here, because I think this is our ultimate objective. Because it seems like the closer I get to this, the harder or the colder it gets. So we're going to take a temperature damage if we don't have the mothership's heat shield to protect us. So basically, we're going to explore the nebula, gather the fleet together, and then just move with the mothership. And have the mothership lead, since she has the heat shield that can protect us when it gets super cold or super hot. So yeah, that is the plan. And as my dog barks, I will go ahead and see you in a bit. Okay, we have our heat shield on. I've turned the cloak on because our detectability went up to 29 when we turned the heat shield on. There is a possibility we may have to do some research to help improve our cloak, because that's the only way the mothership's going to remain low with the heat shield on. Ooh, we barely have enough energy to actually run all of this at once and still make a net gain on it. Wow, it's amazing. Our weapons aren't even active. That is simply amazing. And our heat shield upgrade is at level 6. That should be more than enough. If we need more, we'll make more. But I need to upgrade cloak a little bit so we have a longer cloaking time.
Upgrade complete.
It does improve the cloaking strength. So that's pretty cool. I think it also improves the cloaking recharge time, because if I remember, it used to be the point where you would have a really like your cloaking would last like 5 minutes and then recharge would take like 10 seconds or something. I'm pretty sure it's been balanced out a little bit, but that used to be like that in Homeworld 2, in the original complex. But yeah, mothership's cloaked. We have a detectability of 7 right now with everything active, which means we could actually turn the engines up to full, because I think we're still at 60%. Oh, we're actually at 30% right now. No, we're at 60. We're at 60% engine power. But let's see if we get attacked if the mothership, detectability stays up too long. I don't know how long it takes to recharge the cloak. I've saved in case something happens. This is more of like an experiment thing. Okay, so I was just watching this down here. This is our cloak charge. I was just using it to upgrade the cloak, and I was going to see if it does actually reduce the time. It does. It knocked it off by like 4 seconds when I upgraded it to cloak 2. So this is probably the next thing we need to do, is max out cloaking so we can recharge it quickly, and then we're only going to be moving while we're cloaked. Because right now, my detectability is too high. The keepers are going to see us. So I can only move when we are actually cloaked. Kind of sucks, but it's just the way it works. Oh boy. Keepers have noticed the mothership. There's a good possibility I may reload before we activate the heat shield, because this is going to take forever, and start using the heat shield when we're actually getting close to engaging. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because this is just going to take way too long, and my detectability is too high. I'm not even out of the radiation either. So our detectability is too high with the heat shield on. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and reload. So this time I'm going to try something different. We're going to build the hyperspace module on the mothership, and then we're just going to hyperspace it over here into this area. Because as long as I can keep the mothership within the nebulas, that should be able to provide enough of enough reduction in detection, so I won't actually have to use the cloaking ability. At least not until we actually need to. Or I'll just hyperspace in the middle of the fleet, and then we will start making our way up. Because I'm not sure how much the keepers are going to throw at us, but it's I think we're getting to the point where no matter what I can do, we're probably going to be fighting the keepers anyways, so we might as well, you know, do it with the fleet we have, I guess. When we did the preliminary scan with the carrier, we got about halfway through here and I didn't really notice any other type of resources. I don't know if there's actually going to be any resources in here, but the only way to check is with the mothership, because the mothership has the only way to protect ourselves from the temperature radiation.
Subsystem manufactured.
New capital ship.
So I don't know if there's actually going to be anything harvestable here. But now we need to save up about 6,000 RUs, and we can hyperspace the mothership here. And then we can get the fleet together and start making our way up here once we get the heat shield up and operational. And I think once we get the heat shield operational, we're going to just let the keepers attack us and see what happens. Because we have plenty of firepower here. As long as they don't throw too much at us, we should be able to handle it. And then we'll continue expanding from there. We're going to make our way up to here because I think this is our next objective. I think there's some sort of battle that's going to happen here that we're supposed to be part of. At least that's my theory behind it. Also, one thing I noticed, we're not actually being protected by the dust cloud here because I forgot this is a nebula. So the only thing it does is do damage to us. So we should be able to continue moving the mothership out in this direction. But once we activate the heat shield, our detectability is going to be too high without the without having the cloak on, that they're going to detect us anyways. So I don't exactly know what they want from us. So we're just going to continue moving out in that direction until something happens, because I think that's our only objective: collect resources and explore the area. I mean, this is still the only dust cloud that we haven't actually explored, so we could probably do that. And since this is actually like a nebula, having the heat shield on inside the nebula probably won't actually hurt us. And then we'll probably pop out here and head over to this direction and probably be fighting the keepers the entire time. Ooh, about the protection of the mothership, the shipyard is actually starting to take a decent amount of damage. Interesting. Shipyard, I guess go ahead and make your way there. I can't build any of the support modules because they're all inside the mothership. We could probably go ahead and launch one. Yeah. Let's launch one of our support pods from the mothership. We give it the dock into the shipyard. Boop, boop, boop.
Standing by. Dock pod enabled.
There we go. That should keep the shipyard alive. At least alive enough for it to get out of the nebula. I didn't realize it was actually taking damage. That's amazing.
Mothership.
But anyways, we should have enough to jump the mothership now. I want to jump in like right here into the nebula so that it will be protected. We need about 400 more RUs. 300. 200. 100. There we go.
Initiating hyperspace jump.
Ooh, that put our detectability up way high.
Waiting assignment. Exit coordinates confirmed.
And there she is.
No problem. It's in our favor.
So what's that put our detectability at with the mothership now?
Mothership.
Once the hyperspace stuff wears off? 3. Wow. Okay. So we can definitely activate the heat shield once we get enough money. And then we could start moving the mothership through this area. Okay, so that is the next task. Looks like we just ran out of resources in our harvesting area.
Carrier.
Okay.
Copy.
It's a little terrifying. Now the only way we can generate resources is from our mothership.
In our favor. No problem.
Which the mothership isn't taking enough damage to really be hurt because of the support thing she has docked inside her. Cool. Good to know. Alrighty, we got just enough resources now to redeploy
Reporting enemy contact.
our heat shield. There it is. So we're going to deploy the heat shield and mothership, and then we're going to explore this nebula area and see what we find. We're down to one asteroid when it comes to resources and all dust clouds, and we'll have everything harvested that we can currently harvest right now. Which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's explore this nebula, and then we'll head up here to explore this area, and we'll be able to destroy some of these asteroids for money, I'm assuming. But let's just see what happens.
Construction
Okay,
underway.
let's go ahead and deploy that. Our detectability is 3. This should bring it up to 13. Which now, from now on, we're going to keep the heat shield on because it stays on until you run out of energy, then it turns off. And then once it turns off, you have to rebuild it. So it's best just to have a high capacity of energy and just keep the heat shield on all times.
New upgrades available.
Defense field powered up.
Oh yeah, and we also got rid of one of our these guys for the shipyard. So we may have to... Yeah, let's go ahead and launch both of these. Because I don't think the carrier will need this anymore. We'll have those dock into the mothership. That'll increase our power level on our mothership.
Confirmed.
Because it costs a lot to upgrade the power core. And it's much cheaper now to just have these
Dock
little support modules into the mothership.
awaiting orders. Confirmed. Dock order confirmed. Dock order
Okay,
confirmed.
and the mothership is now not taking any damage from the temperature, and it's got detectability of 13. God, sorry about that. Again, still dealing with sinuses.
Standing by.
So all you guys get into the mothership's bubble
Strike group coordinates locked in.
as well as you can.
Awaiting assignment. On our way. Awaiting assignment. New heading set.
Is there a way I can just... Yeah. Put you guys in a sphere formation
Pattern locked in.
and guard the mothership. We'll see what that happens, and we will start moving the mothership out
Mothership underway.
and exploring a little bit of this nebula, see if we can find some resources or something. If not, I mean, we're getting almost 250 per tick from the mothership now. That's getting close to the point of how much we can actually hold on our harvester, which is pretty nice.
Standing by.
Let's see, how much do we hold on our harvester? 480. Yeah, we're getting close to that. It's pretty interesting. Anyways, we will explore this nebula, and I will cut to if anything we have is interesting. I actually kind of like this sphere formation. This is kind of nice. Got all the destroyers surrounding the carrier and some frigate escorts in the front and back. This is pretty cool. I like this. I have no idea what's going on with our dogs right now. I know it's been really windy and the weather's been really weird, so I think it's just causing our dogs to go crazy. That's why my sinuses are killing me right now. By the way, the temperature is upgraded to negative 270, still not taking any damage, so heat shield's holding fine. Ooh. We're actually negative on energy on the mothership. Hurry up, support modules, I need you! Yep, here come the keepers. We got our detectability a little bit too high. I was trying to hopefully get it down, but oh well. We are ready for battle, if they are.
Ready.
I got all my guys in a sphere escort formation around the mothership.
Mothership.
I'm still docking in support modules into the mothership to get energy back to net zero.
Reporting.
So let's go ahead and launch you. The mothership has 3, 4, 5. See, we have 6 of those back in.
Mothership.
What is our temperature? We're still negative 270.
Reporting.
I may just have to bring these guys in manually.
En route. Awaiting orders. Destination locked in. Awaiting assignment. I got one. Ready.
Yep.
All right, let's heat it up.
Here we go.
Supporting friendly units. Strike group, prepare for assault. Awaiting orders.
Hee hee hee.
Copy. DocCon enabled. Docking underway. Reporting.
Group 3 reports victory.
Confirmed. Reporting.
Kill. All the rocket launches.
Group 3 has defeated the enemy.
This is Group 1. Strike group to battle positions.
Cool.
Acknowledged. Moving to destination. Waiting assignment. Destination locked in. Waiting order. En route.
Cool, cool, cool.
Attack clearance received.
Got one attack guy left. All the rockets.
Group 1 reports victory.
Those rockets are so powerful. We're at 360 now. Definitely getting cold. Yeah, because everyone in the bubble should be protected. Yep. We are protected.
Mothership.
Mothership is still losing power, but it's also because now she's in combat.
For duty.
Mothership.
Okay, well, we've had a couple of runs in with the Keeper. I guess we should go ahead and just
Defensive perimeter set.
go ahead and put Group 1 in defensive perimeter. These rocket dudes are doing pretty cool, though. I love them.
Mothership.
Alright, cool.
Group 1 copies. Strike group coordinates.
I got the Mothership cloaked at the moment. Any of my new money is going to be going into improving the cloaking technology so we can stay hidden better and stay hidden longer. Because it looks like with this big of a fleet, I can't keep my detectability below 20, keeping the heat shield out.
Destination locked in.
Mothership.
So yeah, that's a problem. You don't have any. I think I put all of the support things into the mothership.
Heat it up in here.
Mothership.
2, 3, 4, 5. We got 7. I used to have 8. Oh, right. That's right. The shipyard has one of them.
Acknowledged.
Okay, cool. And we're still losing a slight amount of energy.
We are no longer visible to enemy sensors. The keepers shouldn't be able to track us anymore.
Hee hee.
The Thaker have arrived. Emergency hyperspace procedures initiated. The Mothership must survive.